helping parents navigate and support children through jealousy. Hello, dear parents. Jealousy is such a human emotion, isn't it? From us adults to our little ones. Everyone experiences this feeling at some point. But did you know that at different ages, the way children feel jealous and the reasons behind it can vary quite a bit? What's important is that we, as parents, need to understand our children's emotions and help them learn how to face and overcome these tricky situations. Key points we'll explore today. Before diving into the details, let's quickly go over the main topics we'll discuss. First, how to encourage elementary school-aged children to explore the roots of their jealous feelings and discover ways to feel better about themselves. Second, for older kids, teenagers, what do they need from parents when facing jealousy? And how can we listen, share, and support them effectively? And finally, we'll clarify the difference between jealousy and envy, and recognize when a little jealousy can be a positive motivator versus when it becomes concerning. When your child is school-aged. Alright, let's start with our younger ones. The elementary school-aged children. Many parents think, okay, my child is older now. Starting first grade, they should be more grown up and not get caught up in petty jealousies anymore. But the reality is, even we adults feel that way sometimes, right? Instead of dismissing their feelings, child psychology experts advise us to sit down and talk gently with our children. Try to gently guide them to think about why they feel jealous. For example, you could ask, do you think that because Ricky has a new friend to play with, she doesn't like you anymore? This helps them name and better understand their own emotions. Then, explore other ways for them to feel happy and more confident. You could suggest, so, if we're not playing with Ricky this afternoon, what else would you like to do? Shall we read a story or draw together? Another crucial point during this stage is helping your child understand that parental love and attention aren't like a pie with limited slices. Early childhood education professor Audrey Huberman offers a wonderful phrase parents can use to soothe sibling jealousy. Just because mom praised your brother for this doesn't mean I don't think that same thing is wonderful about you too. Help them realize that success and joy can be shared, and everyone can shine together. With your teenagers, what about when kids get a bit older, entering those tricky pre-teen and teenage years? Jealousy takes on different shades then. The lessons about understanding and support from parents are still just as valuable. But there are new elements we need to be mindful of. During this stage, teens are navigating new social roles, practicing being adults in friendships and relationships. And as you know, teenage emotions can be quite fragile, changeable, and sometimes unstable. Child behavior and development specialist Gary Dierenfeld explains that teens are practicing the skills needed for building connections in adulthood. But because they're still in the practice phase, relationships tend to have ups and downs, making them prone to feeling hurt and developing jealousy when things don't go as expected. So, what's the most important thing they need from us parents during this time? It's understanding, non-judgment, and absolutely no teasing about their feelings. Jealousy in adolescence often stems from deep-seated fears. Fear of not being accepted. Fear of being replaced. Fear of losing their place in the hearts of friends or people they care about. It's similar to the separation anxiety younger children feel. Therefore, the best advice is to acknowledge their feelings. Don't rush to fix it or dismiss it with phrases like, "There's nothing to be jealous about," or "You're too old for that." Instead, listen patiently, show empathy, and help them find healthy, appropriate ways to cope. Sharing feelings with a trusted friend or parent is great and constructive. But using fists, insults, or spreading nasty rumors about others is definitely unacceptable. Understanding jealousy and envy deeper. So, what is the essence of jealousy? And when does it become a cause for concern? Associate Professor of Child Psychology Christina Rinaldi summarized it beautifully. Ultimately, jealousy is deeply linked to our sense of self-worth. All of us, young or old, have a need to feel safe, loved, and valued, and parents play a crucial role in building and reinforcing this feeling of safety and being loved for their children. An interesting point to note is that we often use the words jealousy and envy interchangeably. They actually have slightly different meanings. Jealousy usually refers to the fear of losing someone or something important that we currently have, e.g., fear of losing a best friend, fear of losing parental attention. Envy, on the other hand, describes the intense desire to possess something that someone else has. It could be possessions, objects, talents, power, or praise. Admittedly, a little bit of healthy jealousy can sometimes be a great motivator. For instance, when a child sees their sibling play an instrument well and feels inspired to practice to become just as good. Or when they admire a classmate's academic achievements and it pushes them to try harder in school. That's when jealousy plays a positive role. However, child development expert Audrey Huberman warns that what we, as parents, need to be genuinely concerned about is when jealousy becomes excessive, frequent, and intense. At that point, it's no longer a motivator but can erode self-confidence, leading to feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, and inferiority. That's when jealousy turns into harmful envy. Closing. Hopefully, these insights will help you better understand your child's feelings of jealousy at different ages. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all formula for every child, but sincere listening, non-judgmental understanding, and patient companionship from parents are the most important keys. This is how we help our children not only overcome difficult emotions like jealousy but also learn how to build healthy relationships and grow up confident and resilient. Wishing you and your children many meaningful moments of connection together.